When using Sketcher, weak dimensions and constraints are automatically created at every stage of the sketch creation process, but these dimensions will not show up while using the Sketcher tools. Notice that once I'm done using a Sketcher tool, the weak dimensions appear, and the weak dimensions will also change as I trim away at the sketch. One way to turn a weak dimension into a strong dimension is by choosing the Normal Dimension tool and double-clicking on a weak dimension. You can also use the Normal Dimension tool to dimension an entity by selecting the entity you want to dimension, followed by clicking the scroll wheel and placing your cursor where you want to drop the dimension. To dimension an angle, choose a line while holding the Control key. Choose the other line and click the scroll wheel. Dimensioning the angles of an arc is similar to dimensioning an angle, but rather than choosing the two lines that make up the angle, we choose the 3 points that make up the arc. The Select tool can also be used to dimension in Sketcher, but it can only redimension other dimensions, not create its own. For example, I can redimension the position of this hole by double-clicking these weak dimensions, but I can't make a new strong dimension as I did earlier with the normal dimension while creating the angles. You can, however, drag dimensions with the Select tool to make the dimensions more manageable to read. With the Normal Dimension tool, you can change a diameter dimension to a radial dimension by clicking on the dimension, right-clicking, and choosing Convert to Radius. The same can be done with arc dimensions. Now that all of the dimensions are strong dimensions and sketch is fully defined, if any more dimensions are added to the sketch, a dialog box will appear explaining that the sketch is now overdefined, and it will show the constraints that previously defined the entity I tried to dimension. Now that the sketch is fully defined, click OK to finish the sketch.